Yeah, man, people, welcome back to another Champions League review again, man, for Nicardo Media House today again. My apology to everyone that's always looking out for me, doing the UEFA Champions League preview, of those videos dropping on a Monday. I just get caught up, with the 9 to 5 and all of that. But yeah, we're there again. I'm here, to do the review of match day 4 of the Tuesday game of the UEFA Champions League, man. The UEFA Champions League is boiling up. It's boiling up, man. A lot of big results, surprising results, in the UEFA Champions League today. I don't even know where to start, man. But I just want to say, people, big up on yourself, everyone that's always supporting the videos and everything like that. But we're there again. I'm here. Bless up to everyone that's supporting the video. But yeah, UEFA Champions League, man. Shakhtar Donetsk beat Barcelona in Hamburg, Germany, and it's the Wonder Kid, sick on the man from Ukraine. Sink Barcelona with a one love Bob Marley in them head. Beat the Catalonian team. But he also did the Jude Bellingham celebration. You could see that. He did the celebration just like well done, man, Ukraine, and a young kid from from Shakhtar Donetsk. Sick and look out for him. Dortmund do the double over Newcastle. The Geordies over the UEFA Champions League, beat them a couple weeks ago and beat them again. In at the Ignace Dunde Park in Germany. Sabitzer quote. Sabitzer did a quote about the Newcastle team. He said that unbeaten Newcastle, I have already beaten them in the finals. Obviously played in the Carabao Cup final last season at Wembley against Newcastle, when he was at United. So you go on to say, so I didn't feel any pressure at all. So big up to Sabitzer. He played a wonderful game. But yeah. What else? City and RB Leipzig are through to the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League. Erling Haaland, pick that one out. You got it, boy. He did that Didier Drogba celebration. He was asked by the man himself, at the Ballon d'Or, if you can do the, and he did it. Big up to Erling Haaland, the Norwegian. We're going to jump into the video, start off the big match, one of the big match of the day, Group F, Group of Death. It's boiling over, man. It's boiling over. Who's going to finish on top? Who's going to finish in second? Who's going to get that Europa League spot? And who is going to call it quits on the European trophy, in Europe for the season, but Dortmund have beat Newcastle 2-0. As I said, they did the double over the Geordies, the black and white, goal by Fulkrug and Julian Brandt, the young. He's not young anymore, but he's right there in his mid-20s. The German kid. But yeah, after a abysmal weekend, for the Dortmund fan base, they got smashed. They got their teeth, they got their gum, everything beat up by Bayern Munich, Hurricane Hattrick. It come around, a couple of days after to prove their point to the fans, just to show them that they're a real good team. But before that Bayern defeat, though, I think Dortmund haven't lost a game. I think in 8, the last time they lost a game before that Bayern defeat, it was that 2-0 victory in Parc de France when they got smashed in France in that UEFA Champions League away to Paris Saint-Germain. But can Newcastle survive from this? Newcastle have their next 2 games. They will play away to Paris Saint-Germain. Can they do it again and beat them 4-0 like they did a month ago at St. James's Park? And their last game will be home to Milan. It won't be easy, but the group is like this. Paris Saint-Germain is leading the group. No, Dortmund is leading the group at 7 points. Paris Saint-Germain at second and 6. Milan is in third. The Europa League spot is in 5th points and 5 points. Newcastle is on 4 points at 4th position. So it's boiling up. Group F is boiling up. It's living up to its expectation, as everyone said. This is the group of death. But another big game over there in Milan, in Italy. AC Milan, they beat Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know what the hell is going on with this Paris team. They just hot and cold. I think they won their game on the weekend. I think they beat Montpellier. They won a game 3-0. They won the game. Yeah, they beat Montpellier 3-0, but PSG hot and cold in the UEFA Champions League. But AC Milan has finally scored a goal. In they are the only team to play. They are the only team to play 5 UEFA Champions League games without scoring a goal. Go back to last UEFA Champions League quarterfinal in Naples when Oliver Giroud scored that goal in the quarterfinal. That was the last time AC Milan scored a goal before this game kicks off today. Say that they have that record on their head. But the big man have scored, the ex-Inter Milan player, I think, Skriniar, Skriniar, I don't remember. I think he's from Slovakia or Slovenia, one of them, one of those teams, but yeah, the big man have scored, and his bitter rival team, AC Milan, but right after, Rafael Leo, the man who haven't scored in 10 games for club and country, have scored for the Rossoneri's to equalize the game, and Giroud, what a wonderful cross from Taiwo, you just can't leave Giroud on the back post just like that, man. Just like that. You can't leave him out. But people, look, if you are managed to reach this far, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. This is the biggest and the baddest review show of the Champions League right now. Nicardo Media House. But guess what? We're going to go on again and talk about, Christian Pulisic. He got injured. He pulled up, Rafael Leo. But I don't know if it was a cramp for Rafael because at the end of the game, he was sprinting around, jumping for joy because this was a well-needed result for the Rossoneri's as they only sit the bottom of the table, before a ball kicked off in Group F and 2 points. So they won. They're on 5th. They're on 5 points. So I wouldn't say it's an injury for Rafael. He just limp off, but it's a big concern for US men's national team as their big CONCACAF quarterfinal game is coming up. I think they play Trinidad. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I think the pressure keep getting at the best of these US men's national players. In Europe playing at big clubs, playing in the Champions League. But I think when AC Milan, they played a game on the weekend at home. They lost to Udinese. And, the fans were calling for Stefan Pioli, the AC Milan coach, to resign, to get sacked, whatever it takes to do to get him out of the job. And he came back and he delivered a wonderful performance. Shout out to the ex-Chelsea man, Loftus-Cheek. Wonderful game. For me, Loftus-Cheek, man of the match, for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. But we're going to move on to Group E. Group E is Atletico Madrid, one of those teams in Madrid, the red side of Madrid. They blank the team from Scotland, Celtic 6-0. Celtic picked up 6 back-to-back in the Champions League campaign. They picked up 6 last campaign against the All-Whites Real Madrid, and they come across the other town and concede 6 goals again. But that red card, man, come on. That red card. You guys gonna see it on the screen. That red card. Oh my God, man. Referee killing the game, man. What's going on with these referees and VAR, man? The player, he's not like attempting to hurt the player. It's not like he went in aggressive. He was just reaching out, and he must have made the most of it. He made the most of it. But, shout out to, Antonio Griezmann and Alvaro Morata, and Saul Niguez and Lino, those are the scorers. Morata scored a brace, Griezmann scored a brace, and Lino came off the bench to score also, but Atletico Madrid came last campaign in the UEFA Champions League in their zone, so they right up there right now, they and 8 points in first position, Lazio second, in 7 points, Feyenoord, the Dutch team is right there, third position and 6 points, and Celtic is out of the UEFA Champions League. They are out, not mathematically they are out, but they're 6 points behind the second second place to qualify, for the round of 16. Can they do it? Their next game will be in Rome against Lazio, and right after that, they will play home to Feyenoord. So let's see what this team from up north in Scotland can do. But next game in the group, and go to the Rome, the boys from Rome, Lazio. Lazio have a big game coming up on the weekend. Big game. It will be on Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, the Rome derby. That's a big goal. Big game. But look, it's a big win. It's a big win. And guess what? The Italian Ciro Immobile, he scored a 200 goal for Lazio in 316 appearances. He's an all-time leading goal scorer for Lazio. This man have been doing it over and over and over and over and over and over. Fair night, I was expecting to see a draw, but this is a big result for Lazio as they were behind, Feyenoord coming into this game. So they need a result, especially as you can imagine, blank Celtic, 6-0. So, let's see what the team from Rome going to do. Their next game will be, Celtic at home. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen as, Atletico Madrid, they will travel to Netherlands to face Feyenoord. Feyenoord, I think they got blank 4-1, the last time the team played in the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. But yeah, that's it, for Group E. We're going to move on to Group G. Group G have one of the mad stadium, this team from Serbia, Red Star Belgrade. Listen, this is one of the maddest stadium in Europe or in the world. I would say they're right up there with Boca Junior. They're right up there. And their stadium, I think they have it named the Maracana, not the Maracana in Brazil, that's the Maracana in Serbia. But yeah, Leipzig have won this game 2-0. Big result. You guys need to check out those 2 goals that RB Leipzig scored. Wonderful. No, my bad. I take that back. It's 2-1. Enrich, the fullback for RB Leipzig, end up scored an own goal on his own team. But you need to check out Xavi Simon, wonderful strike, and open that, the second goal that he scored. Two classic goals scored for Leipzig. Leipzig and Manchester City are through to the round of 16. In Group G, Manchester City, another team, played today at the Etihad. They won 3-0. They beat Young Boys. This Young Boys team, I don't know what is going on with this Young Boys team, man. Young Boys have never keep a clean sheet in the UEFA Champions League before. Never. And you have to shout out to Erling Haaland, man. 39 goals from 34 appearances in the Champions League. He's just taking off like, pew, like a jet. Phil Foden got the goal. It's a wonderful curler with his side foot in the right corner of the goalkeeper. So that's it, for that group. For Group G, it's like Man City and 12 points, 4 from 4. They scored 12 goals, concede 3, with a +9, with 2 games remain. They can start to rest some players. It's problem in the Premier League because City is through to the round of 16. And what does that spell? They can rest players when it comes to the midweek games. So it's all about, finish third position in this group. The third, Manchester City's 4 from 4, 12 points first. RB Leipzig second, 9 points. They only lost 1 game, and that was to City. And, Red Star Belgrade is on 1 point. No, RB Leipzig is on 9 points. 9 points in second position. And Red Star Belgrade is on third position. Is in third position on 1 point. And Young Boys from Switzerland, they also on 1 point. So it's a race to finish for the UEFA Champions League. And guess who is playing next in that zone? Red Star Belgrade travel to Switzerland to face Young Boys and that AstroTurf. It won't be easy, but that's the game. Anyone win that game, I would say, will go on to play the Europa League, in Group G. But we're going to move on, to the big one, the biggest surprise of match day 4, Tuesday game. Shakhtar Donetsk beat Barcelona, the Catalonian team. What's going on up there in Barcelona? What's happening? They won that game on the weekend against Real Sociedad, 1-0, at Rio probably 93rd minute goal that they initially called for VAR, and they look back on it, and it was an offside, but Barcelona just keep winning some games. We saw they got in the Clasico that 2-1 victory, for Real Madrid, but remember Barcelona finished third. They finished third last season in their group. They finished third last year in their group. And this is just a shocker. This is just a shocker. But Barcelona is comfortable. They kind of, I would say, a little bit comfortable. They are, I tell you, Barcelona group, they're in first position on 9 points. FC Porto, second position on 9 points. Shakhtar Donetsk, six. They're in third position and 6 points. And Royal Antwerp, the debutant team from Belgium Pro League, is yet to come off the mark. Yet to draw a game. They concede 14 goals and only scored 13. It's a negative 11. But let's see who Royal Antwerp will play, because Royal Antwerp will play Shakhtar Donetsk. That game will play at the Volkspark Stadion in Hamburg, Germany. We know what's happening over there, in Ukraine. So they have been playing their league games with Lviv. I think that's the east of the border of where all that massacre happened in Ukraine, and all the European games in Hamburg in the Volkspark Stadion. Last campaign they played a game in Warsaw, Poland. Now they play much closer in Central. Now I say a little bit Central Europe. So yeah, they're moving it a little bit away from that. What's going on over there. But yeah, FC Porto, man. They blank Royal Antwerp 2-0. The Brazilian again on farm. Ivan Nilsson scored a penalty. He scored an hat-trick in the reverse fixtures back in Belgium, when they beat Royal Antwerp. That game finished, I think that they finished what, 4-1? Yeah, 4-1. And Royal Antwerp even scored the first goal in that reverse tie in Belgium, but they just gave up 4 goals in the second half. But I think, I must forgot this. Pepe, the Portuguese, he is the oldest scorer in the UEFA Champions League. He broke Francesco Totti record, and he is, I think one more, and he's the oldest field player to ever play in the UEFA Champions League. So shout out to Pepe. He's doing it at age 40. When Francesco Totti scored his last Champions League goal at age 38. So people, this is one of the quickest, and one of the snappiest, and one of the baddest review of the Champions League you will ever catch on YouTube. Nicardo Media House is where you're going to get all those with the exciting plugin every Tuesday. I will review tomorrow game on Wednesday, but it's not going to be that little spice, not have that little cinnamon stick and that nothing egg grater in it. It's going to be on the road. I will be at work and take a little break. Go do a little review. But yeah, that's it. That's it, people. That's it. We have come to the end of the Champions League match day 4 of the UEFA Champions League review show on Nicardo Media House. People, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new, remember, just click the bell. Just click the bell. People, look out for your match flag for the Reggae Boys, coming up on Saturday. We play that, unofficial international friendly against Guatemala in Harrison, New Jersey. I will be at that game, so look out for that match flag on Nicardo Media House. What else? Look out tomorrow for the review. The Prem Podcast. Big up to Daniel Football Show at the Extra Time Talk. Unfortunately, no extra time because of some technical difficulty. Some problem. It's all in the game. With technical difficulty, the video just couldn't upload. So yeah, big up Daniel over there, doing a real good job. But hey, Newcastle flex. No, not flex. Specs. What's going on, man? Check in on the video. Check in. Newcastle lose 2-0. Check in, bro. All right. People, bless up. This is Nicardo Media House. Salute. Boom.
In the city lights, I'm feeling so alive. Drifting around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing roaches?